Hello, welcome back to Quicks14Blog. Quicks14 here, for the video blog, having a little special presentation, if you will, here, as we get in between levels. Yeah, I actually made it to level 70 last night, and I can't wait to show you that level, or those videos going from 68 to 70. But first, Caverns of Time, as I promised, and it's pretty much entirety, as much as possible, for time reasons, and of course showing you what's important and what's not. Spoiler alert here, there will be some spoilers. Whether or not you can actually read them is up to the encoder. But choice is yours. We're doing Old Hillsbrad first, and then Black Morass. This is Old Hillsbrad. We just killed the first boss, as you can see him lying there. And we're making our way inside the castle to, inside the barracks to find and free Thrall. Now, for those, you're not seeing things, I do look human. For those not familiar with Caverns of Time's instances, you can find the entrance to Caverns of Time in Tarnis even. And the Caverns of Time is done by the Dragonflight. Anyone who's done any Northrend content in any way, shape, or form definitely has an idea of who the Dragonflight is. This specifically, the Dragonflight has to deal with, I believe, the Golden Dragonflight, who specifically deal with time. Apparently, someone in the Dragonflight is trying to mess with time for whatever reason. I believe it's because they saw themselves being killed or something, so they're trying to change time. And this is one of the first parts of that. Caverns of Time is sequential, meaning each Cavern of Time instance has to be done in order to open the next. So Caverns of Time 1 is Old Hillsbrad Foothills, as you're seeing here, where you have to free Thrall and bring him out. It's the lowest level Caverns of Time instance to do, and it's actually not that hard. A lot of fun to watch, and a lot of fun to do. Some great drops in here too. I believe everybody got a little something from Caverns of Time, so that was great. So what you're doing here is you free Thrall. He'll go through, as soon as he's freed, non-stop to this boss here, which is just outside of the keep he's being kept in. And when he gets there, then you'll have to fight the boss, kill him and everything, and all that. Now, once that's done, you gotta hop on your mount and keep up with Thrall, because if he gets too far from you while he's mounted, you will fail, and you'll have to start over. So, very important to keep track of. He's not on an epic mount or anything like that. He's just on a standard mount, so it shouldn't be too hard to keep up with him. Though there is one fight sequence on the way to Terran Mill, which is where he's going. Yes, old Terran Mill, which is where he's going. And once that fight's done, he's going to hop on his mount and go really fast, so you need to be able to move quickly. Once you get close to Terran Mill, he'll hop off, and then it'll continue. I'm just showing you some of the major fights and stuff going in there, leading up to the next boss fight. So we've had 2 boss fights, there's one more left. One more major one. And that's one of the actual enemy Dragonflights itself. So, Caverns of Time was a lot of fun. It was really, really neat to see some Warcraft history. Even if you're not a big lore fan, or if you've never played any of the original Warcrafts 1, 2, or 3, or have looked into the lore at all, read the books, whatever, in a way, Caverns of Time provides you with some of that backstory while actually being able to play it, which is really, really cool. And for us who have actually played the games, the old games and stuff, it's really neat to kind of be down on the ground. Now, the Thrall part here is pretty untold, except for in the book, I believe, Unite the Clans, because it was supposed to be part of a original game called Warcraft Adventures, which of course was canceled between Warcraft 2 and 3. It was going to be an adventure game, and it was canceled. So, it's kind of neat to see exactly what happened with Thrall's escape. And part of it. Now, we're getting close to the last boss here for Old Hillsbrad, and then we'll be done with it. And as you can see from some of the drops, there's some awesome drops in here by itself. So, it's definitely good to go do this content if you can. I would suggest anywhere between the level requirements say about 66 for both of them, up to 68 on this one, and 72 on the Caverns of Time 2 that we'll be doing. But I say if you're at least 68 or higher, or even 67, you shouldn't have a big deal here. We're just doing a group of 4, in which we can do with 2 80s and a healer. So, not to mention a paladin as well. So that helped a lot to be able to do to 4-man this. 4-man both of them actually. So and we didn't have a problem. Nobody died. Nobody got close to dying. It was actually a lot of fun. So here comes the last boss. There he is. Excuse me. My goodness. This was a lot of fun. And the main reason we were running through this is not just because we wanted to, but also because my lovely fiance has a alchemy quest in Caverns of Time 2 to get a certain amount, and there's the achievement, of course, and the loot for Caverns of Time 1 for alchemy quest for elixirs and stuff, and she needs ingredients, and she hasn't. We went through Caverns of Time 2, and she only got about 5 of the required, like, I believe 12 or something. Or 10, sorry. So she only got about half. So she's going to actually have to run it again at some point in order to finish that quest out. Apparently, it used to be able to drop off the other mobs that would spawn in, as you'll see. But I guess Blizzard changed that because people were taking advantage of it for other reasons. And so now only the actual Rift Keepers drop the actual item that she needs. So she's going to have to run that through again, which is not a big deal. It should be really easy. Just a few of us, and we can run through it again. So you turn that in, Caverns of Time, and you go in and you move on to the next one. And so now we're going to Black Morass. The Black Morass, for those who are not familiar, the Black Morass is the Blasted Lands, or at least what becomes the Blasted Lands. And what this one specifically is about Medivh's opening of the Dark Portal, the original Dark Portal that brought the Horde into Lordaeron, which started the entire, Warcraft series, if you will. So, and that's what this is about. So, all I'm going to show you here is the bosses. That's all I'm going to show you here because of time reasons. The first boss here, he does a little chain lightning stuff if you get too close. Otherwise, not a big deal. He comes down pretty easy. I'd say you can see the ads here that do show up. You got to watch them. Basically, if there's too many ads on Medivh himself by the portal, they will eat his shield, if you will, basically drain it, and if that shield falls, he will die and you fail and you have to start all over. So keeping control of the mobs is important. And there's the second boss right here. Second boss is a little bit tricky. He likes to hasten himself a lot. So that means he will become faster, he will do more damage. He can be real tricky. As you see here, we're not having too much of a problem because of our setup, our levels, and all that. But if you're in a standard 5-man group around all the same level, like 68 and everything, you're going to need to pay attention and be ready for him because he is not easy. Between each boss battle wave, there is about 2-minute period of rest, and then it's followed by like 4 or 5 waves, and then the boss. So it's definitely not a pushover. So now we have the final boss. He will move over to Medivh, and we let him, and then we went ahead and pulled him. As you can see, he's draining the shield there. So now we go ahead and attack him. And this is the final boss. He is the last one. And once you defeat him, it's game over. And you win, they lose. You get the achievement, you get to see the portal opening, you get to see the first horde coming through, talking to Medivh, and all that great stuff. I'm not going to show all that because, again, there is spoilers here, but I don't want to spoil too much for you. And also, I just don't have the time to show it all to you. And there it is. And that was that. Some great drops. Great drops for everybody, actually. In fact, those those pants there dropped off of them. I got some shoulders out of this entire instance run, and I am actually wearing those, and those are really nice socketed shoulders. They're awesome. So you turn those in, and that's it. That's pretty much all for Caverns of Time 1 and 2. So I hope you all enjoyed that. You can, of course, expect more from me. I am level 70 now, so you can expect those level up videos as soon as possible from 68 to 70. You don't want to miss that, all that Northrend goodness. Of course, my chamois special, going to be working on that as well. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully some more Might and Magic 9 content as I need to break. So see you next time.